Mr. Dirat, I want to know, by you having these debates and trying to tell the people the Quran is the word of God and the Bible is not the word of God, what are you actually profiting or what are you actually achieving from this?
You see, what I'm achieving is, I'm disabusing the minds of people who are infatuated with the book. You know, infatuated, you fall in love. You are infatuated with the book. Say, look, this is not the book of God. Freeing you from those shackles that somebody has tightened around your head. Free you from those. And telling my people, they said, look, we are victims today. In this country especially, they're coming and knocking at our doors. They want to steal our children. I'll give you examples. Remember, this is Christian publication. What are they trying to do? Stealing my children. I want to teach them, train them. I said, look, when this guy comes along next time, you know how to deal with him. Yeah, the Jehovah's Witness comes along. So I said, tell him, page 13, open page 13. I didn't have time to go into all this detail, but if he reads a book, I said, open page 13. He opens page 13, what does it say? I said, Jehovah's Witness comes along, show him this. Is this yours? He says, yes, this is his trademark. Oh, wait. I said, you know, it says 50,000 errors in the Bible. So what? I said, it says 50,000 errors in the Bible. Is it true? I said, I'm showing you how to deal with this guy. You come along, he said, look, you want me to leave the Quran and take this book. That's the purpose of the Christian. If you are a missionary, you have them by the thousands going and knocking doors. You know that? Originally, your forefathers were Hindus. Maybe you were yourself a Hindu. You are a new convert. How did you become a convert? Somebody came and knocked at your door. But they're also knocking at our doors. Muslim doors. I want the Muslim to know when this guy comes along how to respond. You see, that look, he is wanting you to change something good for something that is worse. I said, 10 cases of incest. There's not one in this book. Adultery, murder, rape, brothers raping sisters is there. Is there in your book, if you are a Christian. There's nothing like that here. Bestiality is here. Look, I said, look, what you want me to do? Leave this book and take this? For what? So I'm arming these people, they must know. And they discovered tonight, if they have any sense, that if the only master I have given them, there isn't a Christian born bishop or pope who can stand before any one of them. Just master this one book. Any Muslim masters this one book, there isn't a Christian born who can stand before them. But the trouble is, they're too damn lazy. That's the trouble. That's the purpose of this. That's the purpose of this exercise.
Can I ask one more? Yeah. Can I ask one more? Yes. And by you having this meetings, what is the fruit? What fruit did you get out of it? I mean, hang on. I'm not talking about bananas and apples and all. They may be thinking that because, as you told, they are a bit carnal-minded. You see. I mean, what results did you really get out of it? By this I mean, how many Christians came to you and said, Ahmadirat, Mr. Ahmadirat, now I want to put down Christianity and I want to take up Islam because I've seen the truth in it. Things like that.
Yes. We have converted, since we started the works, more than 6,500 people. Hindus,
you haven't answered my question.
Hindus, Christians and Jews. More than 6,500 my little office has done so far. Now, I want each and every Muslim to get involved. Every Muslim should be doing the job. It's not one man's job, it's not one society's job, it's every Muslim's job. As every Christian is trying to do the work for his belief, the Muslim must do the same. And if one out of all this, if one fellow is benefited, my exercise is worth it. If I have saved one Muslim from falling into the mess, being tantalized for a Christian wife or some money or want to take revenge on his parents, he wants to become a Christian if he sees this, and it works. You see, there is a Jamal Khan, he is a Maulvi in Maryhill. Maulvi, you know Maulvi, like our priest, Muslim priest. We have no priesthood, but take it. He is an Imam, Jamal Khan by name. He came to Verulam many years ago. I arranged a lecture for him. He was in my house at dinner. And while at the table, he tells me, he says, you know, Mr. Deedat, you saved my life. So I'm scanning in my head. I said, I know, well, so-and-so, something, my fellow was drowning, I pulled him out, and somebody else was there, I says, I helped him too. But when did I save your life? So he says, you know, around 1951-52, he said, your brother-in-law was in the Springfield Dormerton Hospital, TB hospital, and you used to come there every week. I said, yes. He said, you see, at that time I was also a patient in the TB hospital. I said, so? He said, you see, there were Christian missionaries harassing your brother-in-law. And you came one day with the Bible. And you were showing them contradictions in the Bible. And he says, I was watching over your shoulder. I don't know. He says, I was watching over your shoulder. And what you showed them, to the Christian missionaries, I saw, and I tore up my certificates. I was training for the priesthood, Muslim. I was training for the priesthood. I was about to be ordained. And what I saw, I says, no man, I'm wasting my time. I'm barking up the wrong tree. So I tore up the certificates. He's a Molvi now, a priest in Marion Hill. Look, I didn't know him. If he didn't tell me, I wouldn't know. And there could be dozens here. If the faith can be saved by listening to this, I said, look man, where are you going to fall into this? Where? What this book has done to Gorman and Baker and Swaggart, it will do to you. What it's doing to the Americans? 13% of the American people, they are committing incest with their own daughters. I said, you will do the same. 8% of the white Christians in South Africa are committing incest with their daughters. I said, you'll do the same. So I'm trying to warn my brethren, keep away from this book. Bernard Shaw said, the most dangerous book on earth. But I want them to study it in conjunction with my book. Get this book and then use that as a textbook. This is a book of instructions, and use this, it will be valuable. If not, you're also going to go the same way as Swaggart.
In conclusion.
I'm afraid we have two questions.